And earlier this week, we caught up with Union head coach Chip Curtin and Marco Fabian on how they cannot overlook this matchup against Houston tonight.
We feel pretty good. This is one of the most important win against.
So the Union have to continue to beat the teams they're supposed to beat. If you go through the last 9 games, they've only played one Western Conference team, and that was that 4-0 loss to RSL. But building off what Marco Fabian said, Seba, how does this team continue to bolster the confidence in the latter stretch of this year?
In my opinion, I think it's when you have the player like Marco Fabian, Alejandro Bedoya, all those guys who are the leader of the team, who are very confident and really push the team forward. It's how they get the best, especially on the last stretch of the season, knowing if you see your best player of the team is at 100% and always like make the team win, everybody push themselves and try to be a higher level. So for me, having them being very good right now, it really helps the team and makes them very confident.
Let's go to the Union starting 11 against Houston tonight. It will be the same exact lineup as the matchup of that 5-1 win over DC last weekend.
Yeah, same lineup. I would think, Colin having a first home can maybe help the team a lot to get more opportunities. And if they play closer, they can combine more with each other.
And Javier Montero not in the starting lineup. Lori, how much different is this team in the midfield without Montero? Craval making his second straight start as your number 6 paired with Harris Bedunian, and you got 2 guys that are going to be defensively back there.
Well, there is good balance with that because it allows Bedoya, allows Fabian to get forward when they want to, and then to be able to have the balance defensively to match that. So I like this 4 in the midfield because
Pre-kick live. We're at our new location right here on the field. You see the Houston Dynamo warming up right behind us. Union's all-time leading scorer, Sebastian Letou, former U.S. Women's National Team player Lori Lindsay joining us. I'm just Dave Leno, guys, but now it's time for our eye on the pitch. Seba, you're going to be focusing on the Union's press in this matchup against Houston.
Yes, I really enjoy what they did in DC. They score lots of goals, pressing high, getting the ball out of the field, and after one pass, scores a goal. So I hope they can do the same thing here at home, especially with the crowd. Kind of get a goal early will be nice. So I'm looking forward to have them do a good pressure and score some goals coming from the pressing.
And I know, Laura, you're focusing on that Bedoya and Fabian connection.
Yeah, because 2 players that benefit from that press is Fabian and Bedoya. They're in the midfield. When they can get forward, when they're dynamic, they bring a lot of energy. But when they're connecting, they're the most dangerous, and we're going to need to see that from them tonight.
So the Union's opponent tonight, this Houston team, comes in struggling right now, currently 9th in the Western Conference. They only had 2 road wins this year. Here's their starting 11, mixed in with a few new players for Wilmer Cabrera's team. Joe Willis is making the start in place of Tyler Derrick, who started the last 5 games.
Yes, few new players coming up from the last game, but for me, it's Ramirez coming from the LAFC. Very good striker. He wants to.
Mimo Rodriguez, not a new player, but somebody that pulls the strings in that midfield, can be dangerous on that left-hand side. So the Union are going to need to be aware of him.
They have a new right back in Jose Bizama, who played in the first division in Chile as well. Their left back, DeMarcus Beasley, the 37-year-old, playing in his last year in MLS, is making the start there on the left. Don't forget, this is 3 games in 9 days for Houston. So what's the mindset for a team that went out and got some new players in the secondary transfer window, where they're still fighting for that spot above the red line in the Western Conference?
They are still fighting, and every point counts for them. So the thing, like Jim said in his interview, they know the quality of this team. They know how good they can be. So they have to be careful and make sure, they really don't leave the ball, especially to Memo Rodriguez, the midfielder, who has a good vision and a lot of good forward who can score a goal for them. So they have to be very, very and a lot of good forward who can score a goal for them. So they have to be very, very confident for this game, but be careful as well.
Houston coming into this matchup mired in a 3-game losing streak. Now we'll send it upstairs to the men calling tonight's match, JP Delacamera and Tommy Smith.
Thank you, Dave. Well, Tommy, coaches label these games as dangerous, right? A Houston team struggling, 3 straight losses, 2 wins in the last 13. How do you couch against having a letdown?
Well, the thing is, you get a goal early. If you get a goal early, you can probably take them out of it. And get a chance to see it, and hopefully it will continue.
And Dave, the home fans would love to see the kind of performance from Marco Fabian that they saw last week in D.C.
That's right, JP. They've won 7 of 12 right here in Chester. And coming up later in Union Pre-Kick Live, we take you from inside the film room during the week to inside the locker room on game day. You won't want to miss our all-access feature leading up to last week's big win in D.C. Gorgeous night here in Chester on the banks of the Delaware River, where the Union are looking for another victory here at home. Stick around right here on PHL 17 for more Union Pre-Kick Live. Here to our new location, pitch side, with Sebastian Latou and Lori Lindsay. I'm Dave Letta. All right, let's go to our Watching You segment. 3 players that we're looking out for tonight. I'll begin with Alejandro Bedoya. He scored in the 3rd minute at DC. Looking for another early goal. The Union this season have scored 6 goals in the first 15 minutes of games. If you go back to last year's Open Cup final, in which the Union lost in Houston, Martin Manotas had that early goal in the 4th game. Would love to see the Union tonight in front of a sellout crowd here in Talent Energy Stadium make a statement here with an early goal by Bedoya or somebody else on this team. Who are you watching out?
I'm taking Wooten just because it's first start at home. Like you say, you see the energy tonight. I hope